Good morning everyone and welcome back to the vlog. In today's vlog, I'm going to be shooting everything on my iPhone because we are going to be unboxing a new product from the DJI family. Now, we're gonna shoot everything handheld until we open the product so you guys can see what I'm talking about. It probably says in the title already that this product is a new stabilizer from DJI. Sorry, the dogs are noisy. We'll wait to get to the garage before we continue this. In the meantime, this is me walking with my iPhone and it's just on a selfie stick. I'm walking slowly and you can see the quality of the footage. And we're gonna do this again with the DJI OM5 after. This is me walking down the path with the DJI OM5. Naturally, since this product was meant for phone users, I decided to film this whole vlog on the phone. And it makes more sense because the people who are going to use this want to see the quality that this can deliver. I am running an iPhone 11 Pro and we're now getting into the garage where we can go unbox it. I left it here yesterday. Yep, there it is. Let's turn on some lights and set up. I'm finally sitting down in the garage and please don't mind my messy hair, but this is the product that we are going to be talking about. We're going to be taking this around the farm to show you guys what kind of stabilized shots this can get with your phone. Now, this product is intended for mobile phone users, which means we got to show you guys exactly how it looks when it comes out from the phone. I am going to show you guys what it looks like also just shooting handheld and then also shooting with the DJI OM5. Let's unbox this thing. In the box, you get a short tutorial over here and then the manuals. I'm not going to go through the exact super details, I just want to get the product. Now, I have not charged this product yet, so I'm hoping off the bat it has some charge. I was watching the videos, all you have to do is twist, and then you're going to flip it over first and then bring it down. Now, it's super quick, no setup time necessary. Comes with a 1/4" screw that you can use to mount the legs, and the legs are included here, which makes it super useful to keep your phone standing. This version is the gray version. I think they have a white version also coming out. I actually brought out my Android phone so I can show you guys how this works because my iPhone is shooting at the moment. So here is the magnetic phone mount clip. We're gonna mount that right there. Hooks up pretty quickly and it's super secure, and after that literally just and let's power it on. And there you have it. The nice thing with the whole ecosystem is you can download the DJI Mimo app and it's going to give you one of the advanced features, which is Active Track 4.0. Active Track is very popular in the drones, especially when you're following something that's moving, but now it's also in the handheld gimbal. The software allows the phone and the gimbal to communicate so that you don't have to physically twist and follow your subject. The phone and the gimbal will do all the work for you, and we're gonna try that later on today with maybe Leia or Lala. I decided to test the DJI OM5 in the kitchen while I was doing a recipe. And in this next sequence, you can see that it clearly tracks me wherever I go, and it's pretty nifty because when you're doing food recipes and you are moving around the kitchen, the camera just follows you naturally. I'm gonna cut to the clip so you guys can see the short sequence. Hi guys, so I just used the DJI OM5 to activate the camera using the hand gesture. And now I'm actually also using my Apple AirPod, trying to see if this will deliver clearer audio to you guys because I'm a bit of a ways far. Now I'm going to be making some fresh chocolates today, which means I'm going to need some milk. The active tracking is on, and I notice it always helps to look at the camera because sometimes the active track does lose focus or lose the subject. But because I'm moving relatively slow, I shouldn't have any problem. Over here, we have our weighing scale and some cacao butter. I've weighed this already a while ago. It's about 240 grams of cacao butter. If you guys are shooting with your phone, you should turn off data so that you don't get any interference with the audio from the messages coming in, because I shot a short segment this morning and I had to uninclude it in the edit because the audio would fade when notifications would come in. There's one more quirky feature that you can get with the application, the DJI Mimo, and it's kind of weird because it's like a face filter where it smoothens your skin, makes your eyes bigger, makes your cheeks smaller. It's kind of weird. I'm gonna turn it on so you guys can see. And there it is. I've all of a sudden big eyes, and you can max these things out and it gets really crazy. So the slimming effect is maxed out. I think I maxed out everything so you guys can see the difference. And I look like a caricature. What is that? So I know the other Android phones have this feature. Not quite a fan of it, but it is quirky if you're shooting like a dreamy fairy sort of style of video. So it's still raining outside and I wanted to do the time-lapse feature, which is the iPhone sitting on the OM5 on the tripod. And we moved all these boxes here to get the Raptor out so that we can use it tonight and tomorrow. And just showing you guys the features because I can't shoot outdoors at the moment. I'm gonna try the other features like the Hyperlapse as well. Over the weekend, I was able to take the gimbal around and visit Club Cali at Struan's place and experiment with it a little more. We got another time-lapse feature, and one of the other key features that I like with this is you can go into low slung mode. As soon as you invert it, the whole thing reorients itself and you can record using the lower angle shots. So we were chasing Struan's dogs and I'm gonna insert that clip here as well. After we visited Stru at Club Calaraya, we actually got to go to the farm in San Benito and I took this thing around also. And the nice thing with it is it's not as obtrusive as bringing out the DJI RS2, and obviously it's so much lighter, so I don't mind bringing it around. It packs up into a nice portable kit as well, and it's really just super light and versatile in that sense. So it breaks down so you can take this out and it's just literally like that. This is a nice close-up of what you're gonna get. This is the phone mount and that's the tab where you're gonna line up with the magnetic mount. There's also a marker where your camera is gonna face. So you can see that there's a tab right there and those two things align, which means you're locked in. Also here on the other side, you have a counter screw hole, which you can use if you're using any lens mods on your phone. This will help balance the gimbal. Over here in the arm, this one bends towards you so that you can get a better field of view if you're doing a selfie. The telescopic tube is out right now. I think it's approximately 7 inches. Let's go over to the handle. The handle is riddled with a few buttons, but all of them have special functions. This is your power button, but it's also your mode button for photos and videos. This is your zoom function, so you don't need to swipe the phone. Obviously, this is controlling the gimbal in terms of left, right, up and down. The range of the movement is very limited also. It's not like your regular gimbals which go 360. This is actually only 180 field of view. Battery indicator, record button, and this is the double function button. If you tap it once, it goes from front to back facing camera, and if you tap it twice, it goes from vertical to horizontal. And the buttons only work when you're using the DJI Mimo app. Only this works if you're using the camera phone app. USB-C charger, and this button function, this has so many functions. So if you click it and hold, it's gonna go into lock mode. If you double tap it, it's gonna recenter. If you tap it 4 times, it's gonna go into FPV mode. If you tap it once and hold it, it's gonna go into sport mode, which I didn't know we had. And I think that's about it. There's so many functions and it actually took me a while to research it online. In this next sequence, I used the story guide feature when we were at the farm and I got to shoot some geese. Now this thing will show you how long you need to shoot the subject, how you're gonna move, and then it's gonna cut it up really quick. Good for your social media game. After that, we also tried the shot guide list, and Joey was kind enough to help me, and I'm going to show that sequence also. In this part of the segment, we are going to go through the shot guide list, and I have my talent over there, Joey. She's going to help us, and we're going to emulate everything that you see in the shot guide list and show you guys that if you are a beginner, what are the shots that you can get with this gimbal and how it's going to look and how you need to perform it. So right now I'm going to pass the DJI OM5 to Joe. So in this shot, we literally have a low slung mode and we're just walking side by side. So the phone picked up the shot guide list and now it's asking us to hit next. And then we're gonna pick another scene. So let's do this back view scene. Now we're gonna do this shot where I'm just gonna be walking side by side with Joe, but we have it on low slung mode. This is where we're at. Nice spin move. And then last shot. Okay, let's try one of these shots. Okay, I'm gonna do this shot real quick. I just got back to the pavilion and now I'm reviewing the footage. All I'm gonna do is press this and then we're gonna click the shot reel, and then there you have it. We now have a video with the audio cut and music.
Here I am where the movie started, fizzing at a photo they've taken. Space tree flying through the skies and battles happen everywhere.
Also, while I was at the farm, I was able to use the Hyperlapse feature when I was walking from the room all the way to the main area. And another cool feature is the hand gestures. Now the hand gestures, if I'm not mistaken, was picked up from the Android phones where you just need to do this and the phone will recognize that you're doing that and it turns on the camera with a 3-second timer. It also works in video mode, which is super useful if your setup is far, if you set it up on the tripod and you want a photo and you want to be ready for your photo, unlike using the timer that's built into your phone, where sometimes your poses are not in sync because the timer is just going off. At least with the hand gesture, you're able to cue the phone when to actually take the photo. I wanted to draw some conclusions on this little DJI OM5, and actually in the beginning I thought I wasn't going to like it, but it actually has grown on me and I think it's going to be super useful in the future, especially with the advent of the phone cameras getting better and better. This is going to be such a useful tool for backup camera or B-roll camera, or for those of you who are adventure seekers and don't want to bring other cameras and just want to use your phone because it's easier to edit and share on social media immediately. The DJI Mimo app also has so many key functions and so many things that I need to learn, because there's the Academy section, there's the tutorial section, and then there's the story guide section, which has so many different settings. And I'm sure as this thing gets into the market more, people are going to be uploading, or there's going to be more updates for that. So it's going to be super interesting. I do quite like using it because, again, it's not as obtrusive as bringing out the big camera, but I still don't see it being my main camera because from my experience, the audio in the phone, because if there's no wind filter, I'm actually curious to try recording the audio through maybe the Apple AirPods or maybe through an external mic hooked up to the phone. Maybe that'll make the vlogging experience much better. But overall, I must recommend this to you guys. It's coming in at the end of the month. I know it's gonna be under 8,000 pesos, so make sure you guys are ready when it drops. And I'm so lucky that DJI Philippines chose me to unveil this product for you guys. And I hope you guys enjoyed this full, lengthy, long review video. Anyway, if you guys did, please leave a comment down below and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Peace. Testing the SpinShot function.